everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Angie from Burton Avenue and I want to show you how to make amazing things with your Cricut machine. Welcome back to another day of my 25 Days of Craftmas series, where I show you how to make 25 different Christmas projects using your cutting machine. And I share the SVG files I use to make these projects for free, so you can make them at home. It's day 6, and today I'm sharing one last Christmas countdown sign. And this one turned out to be one of my favorites. Isn't it cute? So let's go take a look at the supply list and get started. For this project, you're going to need wood for the sign, and you can see the description below for the details on that. You'll also need wood glue, paint and a brush. You'll need red, green, and white vinyl, transfer tape, hammer and wire brad nails, a scraper and weeding tool, and of course your Cricut machine, a mat, and the cutting file. So grab all your supplies and then let's head over to the computer. The first thing we need to do is grab the SVG file we'll be using for this project. You can get it for free on my blog at burtonavenue.com. I keep all the SVG files for the projects I make and share in my free SVG library. These files will work with all kinds of cutting machines and are free to everyone. Once you're on my site, just click on Free SVG Files and then Free SVG Library. You will need a password to get into the library, and there are instructions on the screen if you need to get one. Once you're in the library, you can search for the file Days Until Christmas Is Here. It will either be listed under the most recent projects and cut files or under the category Craftmas 2020 Day 6. You can also use your browser search to find it. Once you've found the file, go ahead and click on that link, and the file will be downloaded onto your computer. Now, when you download files online, they usually come in a zipped folder, and you'll need to unzip them before you can use them in your software. To do this, you'll want to go to the destination where your downloaded files are saved, and there you should be able to find that zipped file that we just downloaded. So go ahead and click on it, and then a new window will pop open, and somewhere you should see the option to extract all or unzip all. So go ahead and click on that, and another window will open up. And you should see the destination where your unzipped files are going to be saved. You need to remember this destination because you're going to have to get to it once you get into Cricut Design Space. So go ahead and click on Extract, and those files will be unzipped and now are ready to use in Cricut Design Space. Now let's head over to Design Space and start a new project. Once you're on the Canvas screen, go over and click on the Upload button. Then click on Upload Image, and then finally click on Browse. Now you're going to want to go to the location where those unzipped files were saved. And then inside that folder, you're going to see several different file types, and you want to select the SVG. Now sometimes the SVG files will show up as a Chrome HTML document or something similar to that. So if you don't see an SVG file showing up, be sure to look for that instead. So once you've selected the SVG file, click on Open. Make sure it's the file that you want to work with, and then click Save. Select the file one more time, and then choose Insert Images. And now your design will appear on your Canvas screen. So the first thing we're going to do is resize this so that it will fit nicely on our project. And so we're going to change the width to 6.3 inches. Okay, now everything is resized. The next thing we're going to do is ungroup this. If you notice right now when I select anything, it selects all 3 colors, and we need to ungroup it so we can work with the colors individually. So right click and choose Ungroup, and that will just separate all of the colors. So for this layer, which is actually going to be cut in white, so we can change that color, We're going to right click and choose Attach, and that will just keep all the pieces in the order we see them on our screen. On the red layer, we're going to right click and choose Ungroup, and then I'm just going to move these berries over here just to save a little bit of vinyl. And then I'm going to select all of the red elements and right click and choose Attach on those. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the green layer. So right click, choose Ungroup, scoot it over just to save some vinyl, then select all the green elements and right click and choose Attach. Okay, now everything's ready to go. Let's send it to our cutter. So click on the green makeup button and you'll be taken to this screen, and this will show you the 3 different mats with the 3 different colors that we're going to be cutting. So we'll start with the white vinyl. So click on Continue, and once Design Space finds your cutter, you'll be taken to this screen. Make sure that your dial is set to vinyl, and then you can go load up your mat. So load a piece of white vinyl onto your cutting mat and smooth it out so there aren't any wrinkles or bubbles. And then load it into your machine by pressing the up and down arrow button. Once your Cricut is ready to cut, the C button will light up. Press that and the machine will start cutting. Once it's finished, press the up and down arrow button again to unload the mat. Remove the white vinyl and place on a piece of red vinyl. Load it into your machine and repeat the steps. Once the red is finished cutting, repeat again with your green vinyl. To make this sign, you'll need the following pieces of wood: a 4-inch candlestick, a 4x6-inch wood block cut from a 2x4, a 2.5 by 4.5 inch wood block cut from a piece of pine, a wooden cabinet knob, and wooden hanging tags. And you'll find links to some of these items in the description. Start by gluing the candlestick onto your 2.5 by 4.5 inch piece of wood. Once that has dried for a few minutes, then you can glue on the 4-inch by 6-inch piece of wood. Finally, attach the wooden cabinet knob onto the top of the sign with some more wood glue. After the glue has had plenty of time to dry, we're going to start painting. We are going to paint this entire sign black. You'll need at least 2 coats to get a nice even coverage. Once you finish painting the sign black, you can move on to those cute little wooden tags. You'll need 10 of them, and you'll want to paint them all white. You'll want to do the front and back and all of the sides. And once again, you'll probably need to do a couple of coats. While the paint is drying, let's work on our vinyl. So grab your 3 colors and weed away all the excess vinyl. You can use a weeding tool to help you pull out any of those little tiny pieces. Now cut a piece of transfer tape that is a little bit bigger than the design. Place it sticky side up on your work surface, and then place all 3 colors of vinyl on top of the transfer tape and smooth it down. Rub over it with your application tool and then trim off the excess transfer tape. Rub over it one more time with your scraper. Now you can cut apart all of those numbers. Once the paint is completely dry, it's time to apply the numbers to those little rectangle pieces of wood. So grab a number and pull off the backing. Position the number in the center of the wooden tag and rub over it with your scraper. Then pull off the transfer tape and repeat with the rest of the numbers. You're going to want to put 9 on the other side of 0. 8 and 7 will go together, 6 and 5, 4 and 3, and then 2 and 1. And you'll do this with both sets of numbers. Grab the white vinyl lettering and remove the backing and position it on the side. Then rub over it with your scraper and pull off the transfer tape. Follow these same steps to add the holly and the berries. Grab 2 of your wooden tags again and center them on the sign. Use a ruler and make sure that they are spaced equally from each side. Use skinny wire nails to hang the wooden rectangles on the sign. You want to hammer the nails far enough into the wood so that they are secure and don't wiggle, but you want enough of the nail sticking out that you can hang 5 of those wooden tags on them. Once the nails are in place, you can put the wooden tags on them and start counting down the days till Christmas. Thanks for joining me on day 6 of my 25 Days of Craftmas series. If you love this project and want to see more just like it, be sure to like and subscribe so you'll get notified each time I post something new. See ya!